Tension with 3 to 5. Maximum Promise is trying to quicken after him. Flying Mohawk begins to gear up. He's hitting his best stride. Curvino's under a drive.
Final Gambit. Final Gambit. Video past performances. All races.
They're now in the gate.
A bonus video at the end.
And they're off. Tough start for Final Gambit, was squeezed and is off near the back. Captain Fancy breaks right
already a rough start.
With some good
this
speed
is
too. Hamlin
the Churchill Downs, so he knows the track.
Down, but it's
at least it's been
Fancy
there.
Who takes the field to the clubhouse turn. Wide on the course is Plensa.
1 mile on the turf. This horse has never run on the dirt. You see that a lot. Hey, this horse has never won on the dirt, never run on the road, never run. It's all been turf and synthetic at Turfway Park.
Firmly held in
I don't think that's a problem, as if it was shown by Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, same
Grim Reaper
path,
buried inside 7th.
same path,
Moves up into 8th.
went into
is 9th. Kaisen 10th.
Turfway Park, won the Spiral, qualified,
the pack. But it is a compact field past the half
and then,
mile pole.
Went on to win the 2011 Kentucky Derby.
The half and 49 and 3. Captain Fancy hits the far turn. Plensa right alongside.
So Final Gambit by not this time from Giants Causeway.
Up and on this pace.
From Stormcat.
Is nudged along 4th and down
A
toward
lot of
needs to find a way through.
A lot of
the
kick,
inside.
closing kick,
all
up and down the bloodline.
Final Gambit's trying to pick
The
through
mare's
the pack.
Pachinko
They hit the top of the stretch.
via
Plensa
Tapit.
comes on to take the lead.
See a lot of Tapit horses.
Trying to hang tough. Don't back down as there. Lebowski's
And you've probably been let down by a lot of Tapit horses.
Coming down the center, and Maui Strong on the far
Tapit
outside.
tries
1
some of
furlong
the other
to go.
ones.
Plensa short lead. Maui Strong
So
finishing
you don't even see
strong.
Final Gambit here. He's not even in the
Powers
frame.
past Plensa
And just
and
super
scores
long
by
strides
2.
to get into third.
Maui Strong was first. Plensa was second. Final Gambit with a good rally to save third. Then it was either Lebowski or Stiglitz.
Second race. This is at Turfway Park Synthetic 1 mile. This was January 4th. Better start in this race.
On the grounds aboard. They're at the post, and there they go. Sergeant Caps from the inside is quickly into stride with Courageous Clay. Also there is Sound Cause, Peanut Butter Whiskey, and Final Gambit. Far outside is Ship Hooray as they race to the 7.
So looking again at the bloodline, it's
check out this screwball.
Giant Causeway that's it's Stormcat and Stormbird. So it's Stormbird
Courageous Clay, Power of Will, and Ship Hooray,
and Terlingual, if that's how you pronounce it, out of Secretariat. Great closer. So here in this race, he's way up front.
Break of at least 3 lengths to Kalahari Dreams, who races with Turnbuckle, and Free Advice is the last of all. And that's
I feel like it's too close to that read, but you got to try it out. You got to see. You got to figure out if that's something you want to do or not. Figure it out. I don't think this is something they want to do. I think the training target now after this race is that last turn post. Final Gambit, I think when he sees that post, he looks at it as the target, as right there, I can run, I can open up, and it's just fun. He gravitates towards that turn because he wants to slingshot past it. And to him it feels like he's running downhill.
Reach is closing, so too Final Gambit trying to pick up his stride. How about Reach with this wide charge? Can they get to this whiskey? No, they can't.
And it's closing. So that's the thing. I think that's the difference between this horse and Journalism.
Final Gambit was second.
I think Journalism is out of the 8th post. Final Gambit is out of the 3rd. Out of the 3rd post. This is the 3rd race. Again in Turfway Park. Synthetic, and again 1 mile. It's a better race. Really started it way. I think that the jockey did really well.
And there they go. Slow start.
So Journalism kicks in, as soon as that turn comes in, he changes leads. He turns a foot and just goes and kicks up into 2 more gears. I think the difference is that Final Gambit, for him, it's like going downhill. It's just slingshotting to that post, and he's He's running down a field in the tall grass with wind on his back. He just gravitates towards that, and he wants it. And he can't get fast enough to it. And that's what you see in this race and in the next race.
24 and 1/5. Baker Hayfield builds
and again, this path is not this path is tight and true. You can win. Rest has the most rest, maybe the most rest. I don't know. Could be the most rest out of all the horses since the Jeff Ruby Stakes. But it is running on synthetic, so that's soft. It's easier on the legs. Journalism is also a closer.
Culture wars in an all-out drive. Bermuda Triangle is advancing very nicely. And also there is Guy Smiley, who's trying to make up ground along the inside. Baker Hayfield still at the lead.
He's way
There's
far
Bermuda
back. Just
Triangle
turn
on the
that.
attack.
Just turn
Guy
it.
Smiley up
Turn
the
it on.
inside. Final Gambit is really picking up his stride to the far outside. He is rolling home. Look at Final Gambit.
And a big thanks to Ad Easy Go
Nowhere.
for mentioning Final Gambit. I was in one of the comments in one of my videos, one of my other videos.
Guy Smiley and Baker Hayfield.
So a super win. And here's the Jeff Ruby Stakes. And like I said, again, you can see it here in this race again. He targets that post, gravitates to it, slingshots past, and is running downhill from then on. And that is unseen. I haven't seen it in a long time. There he got bumped a little bit. Doesn't matter.
And showing some pace
now they know his spot.
Is Innovator, and also there with him is California Burrito and Charlie's to blame from the inside.
And this may be, a lesser class of horses, but I don't think it matters. That's going to be the thing, right? As journalism starts going to the front, and the speed horses, Citizen Bull, Rodriguez, start going back. Can he really have enough track to take him on? Last year, if you remember, if a little bit more track, and Forever Young would have caught up, right?
Jacoso tries to make an early bid, getting within 5 lengths of the pace. He's not joking, little shy of 7 from the front, joined by Flying.
That's what I expect to see. Kind of like, if you remember the Giacomo run in 2004, where he came down barreling down the middle of the track. It would be hard if journalism is running, 4, 5, 6 wide, kind of away from the rail. There's going to be a rail runner. Maybe that's Rodriguez this year. But he's a speed horse. So, he may or may not be there at the end. But there's always a rail runner that goes through. You can look at all of Calvin Burrell's runs. Rail. Just runs that rail. Mystic Dan won on the rail last year. Perfect. That's a textbook rail run. And then I think Final Gambit is going to be a little bit further out. Journalism is going to be to his inside, and journalism is going to have a hard time seeing that horse, seeing Final Gambit come.
Flying Mohawk was second, and Maximum Promise, Poster, and Jacoso.
And they're off in Derby 1:37, and Dialed In was very slow to
It's the Animal Kingdom run. Animal Kingdom again, had a similar path. Almost synthetic, one turf race.
Racing in fourth with Soldat towards the outside, and then Mucho Macho Man, Nero, and then towards the outside is Watch Me Go, and Dialed In is absolute last. Shackleford leads them with a circuit to
You can go to that trifectastore.com and pull down all these PDFs so you can see that it shows you the progression. At the quarter half, and all the fractions and what spot they were in at the time.
Watch Me Go is in 10th, Santiva is in 11th, in 12th is Twin Spired, in 13th is Animal Kingdom, in 14th...
So you see that 13th, Animal Kingdom.
15th is Brilliant Speed. A break of 3
I think Final Gambit may be a little bit further back. There's a lot of speed in this race as compared to 2011. But maybe not.
Of 48 and 3 in Derby 137, they have 5/8 to go.
So that post is a target right now for Final Gambit, as it was here for Animal Kingdom. And just open up, go wide, down the middle of the track like the 2004 Giacomo, and just take off.
towards the inside.
just run downhill.
Tries to make ground as they make the far
I think
turn.
journalism will be there.
Who leads the Derby field to Comet to the top, who's racing in second towards the inside.
All the speed horses will be fading.
To lose ground.
One or two of them, may stay up a little bit. Plenty of track. A lot of traffic. A lot of horses running the Derby.
Nero to the outside, Comet to the top, followed by Pants on Fire, then Animal Kingdom, followed by Mucho Macho
This
Man,
is like just turn a foot right there. You go in. It's like the Ferris wheel is on the down. On the down, and it just downhill.
It's now Animal Kingdom on the outside, who goes the lead for
And you see the rail runner here too. There's a rail runner in this race.
Animal Kingdom wins the Derby. Nero in second. In third came Mucho Macho Man. In fourth was Shackelford. And then